The morning started like any other, but something felt wrong, like the air was holding its breath. Tara, a thin 19-year-old cleaner with bright hopeful eyes, pushed her cleaning cart into the lobby of Royal Crest Towers. She had worked there for only 2 months, but every day felt like a battle. People talked down to her, guards ignored her greetings, and the staff acted like she was invisible. Still, Tara woke up every morning believing something good could happen. Maybe today, she always told herself. But today, something felt different. Just as she bent down to pick up a piece of paper on the floor, she heard a soft cry. Not a normal cry. A cry full of pain. A cry that didn't sound young. Tara froze. The sound came again, weak and shaky, from the corner near the big glass doors. She pushed her cart slowly, heart beating fast. As she got closer, she noticed an old woman sitting on the cold floor, half hidden behind a pillar. Her grey hair was messy, her clothes were worn out, and one of her sandals was torn. She looked like she had been trying hard not to be seen. Tara's breath caught in her throat. Why is she here? How did she get inside a building that only allows rich people? Why is she crying? Most people would have walked past. Some would have pretended she didn't exist. But Tara knelt down immediately. "Ma, are you okay?" she asked softly. The old woman lifted her head slowly. Her eyes were tired, but there was something deep in them, something familiar, something strong. Tears rolled down her cheeks. My leg," the woman whispered. "I fell, and I couldn't stand up again." Tara looked around. People were walking past, talking, laughing, holding phones, yet no one stopped. No one cared. Her chest tightened. "I'll help you," Tara said firmly. She took the woman's hand, it was cold and shaking. She gently helped her sit on a chair by the wall. "Thank you," the old woman said. "Everyone walked past me, but you stopped." Tara smiled shyly. "You needed help." But even as she smiled, Tara felt something strange. The woman looked like she was studying her, as if she knew Tara from somewhere. As if she was trying to see inside her heart. Tara brushed off the thought and quickly went to get warm water from the staff kitchen. She cleaned the woman's wounded knee with a soft cloth. Her hands shook, not because she was scared, but because she felt something big was happening, something she could not explain. The woman watched her with gentle eyes. "My dear, what is your name?" "Tara," she answered. The woman whispered like she had heard that name before. "Tara." Just then, a loud voice cut through the lobby. "Hey! You!" It was the head supervisor, Mrs. Kemi, marching toward them, heels clicking sharply. Her eyes flashed with anger. "Tara, what nonsense is this?" she shouted. "Why are you sitting with this kind of person? Do you want to get fired?" Tara's heart dropped. She fell. "Ma. She is hurt. I'm only helping." "No explanations." Mrs. Kemi snapped. "Put her outside. She doesn't belong here." The old woman lowered her eyes in shame. Tara stood up slowly. Something inside her snapped. She knew speaking back was dangerous. She needed the job. Her family depended on her small salary. But leaving the old woman alone, throwing her out like trash, felt wrong. Terribly wrong. She swallowed hard. "Ma, please. Just let her rest for a moment. She is in pain." Mrs. Kemi gasped like Tara had slapped her. "So now you're talking back to me?" Tara felt sweat gather on her forehead. Her knees shook. But she stood her ground. "Ma, she needs help." Mrs. Kemi's eyes went cold. "Fine. Help her. But after that, go home. You're suspended." Tara's heart broke. Suspended. For helping someone. The old woman looked at her with wide, emotional eyes. Child, you didn't have to do that. Tara forced a small smile. It's okay. You needed someone. The woman touched her hand gently. Kindness like yours is rare. One day, you will understand why today was important. Tara didn't know what she meant. She didn't know the woman was hiding a truth that would shake the entire building. She didn't know her life was about to change. All she knew was that the old woman's eyes felt like the beginning of something she couldn't name. Something big. Something dangerous. Something destiny had been waiting for. Tara walked out of the building with the old woman leaning on her shoulder. The sun was bright, but Tara felt darkness inside her. She had just been suspended for helping someone who needed simple kindness. They sat on a bench under a small tree outside the gates. The old woman breathed slowly, holding her knee. Child. I'm very sorry for the trouble I caused, she said. Tara shook her head quickly. No, Ma. You didn't cause trouble. People here just don't care. The woman studied her face again, the same deep way she did inside the lobby. It made Tara feel like the woman was looking straight into her heart. After a moment, the woman asked quietly, Do you live far from here? Tara nodded. About 30 minutes away. And your family? My mother is sick. I'm the only one working. Even this small job helps us survive. The woman's eyes softened. She reached for Tara's hand gently. You protected me, even when you knew you could lose your job. Tara smiled weakly. Because it was right. The woman looked away, her eyes wet. If only my own son had a heart like yours. Tara didn't understand what she meant, but before she could ask, a loud sound broke the calm. A black car, shiny and expensive, stopped suddenly in front of the building. The door swung open fast. A tall man stepped out. His suit was sharp. His face serious. His eyes, cold, like ice. Everyone around stopped talking. Even the guards stood straighter. Tara whispered under her breath, That's him, the CEO. Everyone knew him. Mr. Adrian Cole. The youngest, richest, most feared boss in the whole city. He walked fast toward the building, but halfway there, he froze. His eyes landed on the bench. On the old woman. On Tara. And suddenly, the cold look in his eyes melted into shock. Mother, he shouted. Tara felt her whole body turn to stone. Mother. The old woman tried to stand, but her leg shook. Adrian rushed to her side, dropping to his knees. Why didn't anyone tell me you were here? He asked, voice shaking. Why are you hurt? Who did this? The woman touched his cheek. Calm down, my son. This young girl, she helped me. Adrian turned to Tara. His eyes softened again, this time with something like gratitude, mixed with guilt. You helped my mother, he asked. Tara nodded nervously. Yes, sir. She fell inside the lobby. He looked confused. Inside. Then why were you outside? The old woman answered for her. She was suspended. For helping me. The CEO's face changed completely, anger boiling under his skin. He stood up fast. Who suspended her? He demanded. Tara swallowed. Mrs. Kemi, sir. Adrian didn't wait. He stormed inside the building, and the old woman slowly stood with Tara's support, smiling quietly. Minutes later, shouting filled the lobby. Then silence. Then Adrian came back out. His eyes found Tara again, this time full of respect. You're not suspended, he said. In fact, you're promoted. Tara blinked. Promoted? Me? You showed kindness in a place where kindness is rare. People like you belong in higher places. He stepped closer. My mother is everything to me. And you protected her. Tara felt tears gather in her eyes. Her chest shook. She couldn't speak. The old woman held her hands gently. I told you today was important, she whispered. Adrian continued, I want you to work directly in my office. Better pay. Better hours. Better life. Tara gasped. Her heart raced so fast she thought it would explode. Her life, changing so suddenly. But Adrian wasn't done. And your mother, he said softly. We'll move her to a better hospital today. My team will take care of all her treatment. Tara covered her mouth with her hands. Tears spilled out. The world around her felt like a dream, too bright, too big, too good to be real. The old woman smiled warmly. You see, child, kindness always returns home. For the first time in years, Tara felt hope rise inside her like warm light. Not the small hope she held on to every morning, but a big, shining hope that touched her heart and lifted her spirit. Her life had changed because she stopped for a stranger in the shadows. A stranger who was never really a stranger. A mother. A test. A destiny waiting to open its door. As Tara followed them inside the building, no longer invisible, no longer small, she whispered to herself. This is only the beginning.